I did mention in my last video how I got my Wii U back from my sister. For this video I'll do a game on the Wii U, and the game I have chosen is Devil's Third. I'm pretty sure this is exclusive to the Wii U. Most of the games I've got for the Wii U have now been converted to the Switch, and this is one of the few that haven't. And also, I haven't played it since I first bought it quite a few years ago. I think this game might be known as being quite rare. I found it in a shop pretty soon after I heard about it, and it only cost me £12. According to this receipt, I also bought Dead Rising 2 for the PlayStation 3 on this day. 2016, was it really that long ago? Okay. Well, I haven't played it since then. I'll play the game and show you guys what it looks like. Let's get this game started up then. Devil's Third. This is actually another one of those games that I bought, haven't really played very much, and now it's actually been a couple of years because I just typically have a lot more games than I have time to play them. In fact, I haven't touched my Wii U for quite a while.
Approaching target, range 2 kilometers.
They see us.
What's up with that guy's face?
And they're running around with 50-year-old Soviet weapons. Why do they even bother?
Hard to understand sitting in an air-conditioned trailer in Vegas.
Target locked.
Fire.
Payload away.
So far this has a bit of a B-movie feel to it. Those character models are hideous though. You can see there in the bottom of the screen you can skip these scenes.
Shit! Where's the backup?
Something bothering you, Ivan?
The prison's been on emergency power. Cut my playing time straight to hell.
Blame that on the trouble topside. That's what I need your help with.
I don't do prison riots.
Well, it's a lot tougher than you think, but I think you like the reward.
You know, I think this is all in-game graphics, which is quite nice. I mean, so far so good.
I like to keep you motivated, my friend. But I must warn you, most of the prison guards are dead and the inmates are running wild through the cell blocks. I need you to get past them, to get to the surface, to meet me. Do you copy?
Every asshole in this place knows I'm working for you. Might be a few minutes.
Alright, here we go. So, this is one hell of a cell. Like I was saying before, this is the first time I've played on the Wii U for quite a while, and I sort of expected the graphics to look noticeably worse than other games I've been playing lately, but this still looks pretty good. This doesn't look bad at all. And in fact, I think it might be pretty well known that this game got panned by critics. But I don't know, it just sort of has a bit of a cheesy B-movie feel to it so far. And of course, this is the tutorial part of the game.
Legendary prisoner in my ass. Those stories are bullshit, man. That dude don't look like bullshit to me. The fuck? I'm doing him myself.
Just take a drink first. Yep. So you've got hand-to-hand combat, but you can use guns as well, and you can pick up weapons. So there's a bit of versatility there.
What's going on? Let's go, bitch.
These guys all turn shiny when they die.
Longer than I... Oh shit, it's him.
God, that's brutal. They all seem to do that same combo, don't they? And you can dash as well. Oops, let's try that again. Oh, bloody hell.
Got one more job for you.
You know, in the time between recording this and doing the narration now, I forgot how bloody it is.
Word is, they got some duty.
Oh, here we go. We can throw some things at these guys.
Military. Some crazy motherfucker. Damn, is that him?
They're all after me, though. Bloody hell. Oh, that poor guy. I don't think there's like any secret pickups in any of the cells or anything like that. There really doesn't seem to be much to explore in these maps. In these levels, it's a little bit linear. I don't really know what I do wrong, but I always have a lot of trouble with the bats in this area. So they'll just fly at you and they'll sap your energy, and they can kill you. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to stop them or avoid them. I'd say there's nothing particularly special about this game, but there's nothing particularly bad about it either. But if you were a Wii U owner at the time, then there's a bit of a shortage of this sort of game. Takes care of that guy, I guess. What am I supposed to do? Alright, so I had a bit of trouble with this bit. This is where they start introducing guns. As I play the game, you sort of pick up guns and hand-to-hand combat doesn't really feature anymore. No, I missed him. No. Defendu? That's not real, is it? There's no such thing as Defendu. Okay, I think he's dead. Right, so now I have a gun. I'm just going to use the gun. There's almost never an opportunity to not have to use a gun after this. But I must say the aiming controls are not good. And, you know, twin analog stick controls is the standard nowadays. And most games' default controls are usually pretty good. But the aiming on this is not good. It's a little bit too sensitive. And it's not very smooth either. Come on, stop hiding behind the steps. Oh, did something hurt me there? Or was that the fire? Oh, I think I just landed in some fire. I hope you can get an idea by looking at this how difficult it is to aim. This game does have cover controls. Well, not controls, no. I should say it has automatic cover. But yeah, it's got a cover mechanic. But there are times where you're behind cover and you still take damage from being shot anyway. Like the very top of your head just sticks out, so you take damage anyway. Old Ivan, always with a cigarette in his mouth. But we won't be too harsh on him because all this combat is probably quite stressful. Imagine if he used a vaping pen instead. That wouldn't be nearly as cool. I'm surprised this hasn't been made available on the Switch, because I think the original release of the game did end up having very low sales. Some games do kind of gain a cult status, don't they? I think now this game has a little bit more positivity, because I was actually looking at a website. Actually, what website was it I was looking at? Oh, Metacritic. The critic reviews were mostly negative, with only 3 of them being positive, but the user reviews had 49 positive reviews. So it does go to show that there's a little bit of a difference of opinion between critics and players. Users that review the game generally understand it's a bit of a clunky mess and not particularly amazing, but it's still fun. I think I have to agree with them. You know, it's not a good game. It's not shockingly bad in any way, and it is actually quite good in some ways. It looks quite nice. There's definitely worse games on the Wii U.
We'll have to navigate by the stars. Just like World War II. Delta will be joining our mission in Panama. Have you met their captain?
Ivan, right? Well, our team names are classified, so you can call me Bob.
No offense, but I've got a job to do, and that doesn't include babysitting you and your cowboys.
What the hell's your problem?
Your job is to sniff out the enemy, so the hunters can bag the prey. If our little hound dog goes off mission, he gets put down.
There's too much detail in their faces, it's making the game slow down. So now we're being transported to somewhere. I can't remember where.
Sam fire, port side aft. It's a Club K.
Releasing countermeasures.
We'll have to board if this keeps up. If you could steady out the aircraft, we can make it down in our exosuits.
They'll blow you out of the sky.
Stella, get these boys to a safe LZ. I'm off the leash.
What the hell?
Ivan!
The game does have a few performance issues here. There is quite a lot of plot in this game.
Big Mouse, this is your work. Damn.
But yeah, once again, you're given a gun to start with, so hand-to-hand combat is not really an option at this point.
Same enemy here. Objective points are marked.
I had to jump on them, and those guys just turn around and start shooting back. You know, really, this is not a million miles away from those Call of Duty single-player campaigns. Yeah, I decided to just go for melee combat anyway, since you do have a great big sword with you. It is a little bit limited where you can go, but that is just the kind of game it is, I suppose. I just looked up Defendu, and that is a real thing. It's a modern martial arts, and it was developed before World War II. It's actually taught to people in the British Army. Oh, I've never heard of it before.
God, corpses everywhere.
So it was taught to British commandos during World War II to give them an advantage in combat. So, there you go. I don't know why I didn't know that already.
If this keeps up, we're screwed. We need reinforcements. No, wait! Daniel!
Oh no, Daniel. My favourite character. Look at him sneaking away up there. Oh wow, I'm dead.
Daniel!
Oh, anyone but Daniel.
Let me try this.
I don't know if I got that guy. It doesn't really make any difference. Yeah, so the couple of tanks have come through into that little plaza area. And you have to take them out with this rocket launcher. But you have to be careful because, well, as you saw just now, they can take you out in one hit. A tank shell to the face will do that. You know, I am supposed to have an army supporting me, but you only ever see one or two guys, and they're not particularly useful either. But I think that was one of the criticisms of the game. The AI is absolutely atrocious. So we're a little bit further along, and in fact this is still level 2. It's a very long level. I don't know if the other levels are this long. The game's not hugely boring or anything like that. Oh no, no. Stop. Stop shooting me. Yeah, I suppose this is a little bit tedious. I don't know, the action might change a little bit. Or it might change quite a lot in later levels. As much as I've played it, which is up to this point pretty much, the game it's this and nothing more really. You see, I don't know, I mean, like the real standout games in this genre, don't think I've played many of them, so I can't really compare. This game's alright. These are some nice visuals.
Ivan, do you copy?
I'm here, Stella.
The AC-130 is clear for airstrikes.
That is a look at Devil's Third for the Wii U. In summary, it's an alright game. You'll have some fun with it. So there you go. That's the end of the video.